Remember that time when K rolled Fuji with the fake credits? I don't, because I didn't know English at the time, so I couldn't give a crap that it was the end or not. Ha ha! The battle against K roll in the end of the first Donkey Kong Country is something tricky from the beginning to end. The music starts fooling you, thinking this is just gonna be a yar har fire barrel, yee! But no, let's say that the song literally drops it. I still can't really find a relation between the eerie songs that come from this game and the fact that they are used in some of the most fucked up levels I've seen. But hey, to each their own. Treetop Tumble makes you feel like you are in tall heights, and you really don't want to see your way out being towards the ground. The wildlife that lies inside the tree trunks awaits for you to unveil their secrets. But think of it, what is the real mystery here? Aquatic Ambience on number 8? This is impossible! Okay, alright, you got me. Aquatic Ambience is a great track, mostly considered by some to be one of the best soundtracks of all time for video games. But let's take it where it really is. It's immensely atmospheric and relaxing, and being at this position doesn't necessarily make it a bad song. On the contrary, it's a deeply beautiful song and this game wouldn't be complete without it. It makes it even enjoyable to play the water levels in the game just for this reason alone. Ha! Now you're mad at me. I can feel it. I cannot properly describe what this song makes me feel. I can only feel desolation, eeriness, loneliness, and despair. This is a creepy track, and for a game that's upbeat as DKC 3, it is really dark, and I love it just for that. Also known as Canon's Claim. Got it this right. Oh yeah, guys, it's a real name, but wait, he's also known as Melancholy. I just cannot properly portray how awesome this music is to me. It simply is. I love this song a lot. It has a great rhythm going for it, and the same way that it has that feeling that there are a lot of going on in the mines, here it feels more alive. It feels like there are different works being done all at once, and honestly, there's nothing wrong with this track. Not at all! Not to mention that it has a great chorus towards the end that just makes me sing every single time. This is so soothing. It's such a mood breaker too. Let's get into the track here. How does one even make one of the last levels in a game something that completely breaks the mood of the last levels you just made? You make a water level with this track. It's completely different from everything you've ever listened so far in the game, and the effect is even more powerful considering that you've just been through the dark area of the game, full of ghosts and things. But now you're here and all you see is snow and peace. Or perhaps some peace. Okay, now you're all mad. I know all the praise the Stickerbrush Symphony gets, and I agree with it. This is just how I feel towards it personally. This track is everything you could possibly ask for in terms of being atmospheric. It's a beautiful track. It picks up the bass midway through it, and there's nothing wrong with it. I just feel that it doesn't go too well when the main premise of the levels that it uses are writing something to avoid the brambles. But this, in no way, diminishes how great this track is. It's a masterpiece. Sometimes I like banging a head against a wall and say, I'm hardcore! While having me and my dumb bloody head being dragged towards the nearest hospital. But other times, I like to relax. And this is a great track to relax to. It's extremely soothing, it's beautiful, and it really doesn't matter that it's used in levels that are supposedly to have scary things. You just don't mind. The mysteriousness of the track itself is enough for you to accept that this is something magical and that this forest is anything but normal. It's just magical. I have no words. I simply don't. This track is endearing and playful. You just can't feel like you're having a bad time while listening to this. It's impossible. It's an extremely happy track, and although the game still needs to go on, I feel like all the enemies are also having a great time while sliding along in this level of ice. Now we went over 29 tracks for this list, and the most praised ones have already gone by. There is only a handful of themes that could possibly be chosen, but without a doubt, my favorite Donkey Kong Country song of all time is Fear Factory. There's no discussion here. This is definitely my favorite track out of all tracks in the Donkey Kong Country trilogy. Why is that though? Why do I like this so much? If there is one basic song in which I keep coming back to, listen, it's this one. It's just a genius idea to make a music like this and put it on the factory levels. It feels like a factory in itself, as it's not a really slow track. It doesn't try to be beautiful to make you remember about it. It simply is epic and badass. It feels mysterious when it needs to be. It feels hectic when it needs to be. And it all goes together perfectly, like a well-made jigsaw. This certainly is, without a doubt, my most favorite track out of all three games. Well, I hope you enjoyed this countdown. It was made with all the thought that I could come up with. I really love the Donkey Kong Country trilogy. and it's focal point of my childhood. I really enjoyed doing this, and if you enjoyed it too, you can go on and press the like button. Here we have all the reviews that I've made. This one is for Spin Meat Boy, this one is for Binding of Isaac, this one is for Kid Mystic. You could watch it all. You could watch them now. You could just listen out. See you guys later.